Hi, everybody. Thank you very much for the opportunity to present to you tonight. Um, I know that it is late and we've got things to do, but I think when you are hungry, you know, you prioritize certain things over the others. So we from the Billion Group, we call ourselves the Billion Group. In short, we are the Billion Wealth Creation Club. And the basis of our existence is based on Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. And what does the cash flow quadrant say? It says that you've got 4 quadrants, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. The 2 on the left are employee and self-employed. And what is common with the 2 on the left is the fact that you are exchanging time for money, so you've got no leverage. You can only do so much. There's only 24 hours in a day, and you can only achieve so much because you only have 24 hours in a day. An employee has a job. A self-employed person, if you think about it, just owns a job, because if they are not working, they're sick, they're on holiday, they're not earning. So that's not the ideal situation. But we know that a lot of people, when they get out of being an employee, they go and be self-employed, and they realize it's actually worse than being employed, because at least when you're employed, if you're off sick, you still get paid. So it is not ideal for anybody to be on the left side, at least not on a permanent basis. Yes, a lot of us, all of us start there, but on a permanent basis, you don't want to be there, at least not if you want to create wealth. So as you can see on the left, 5% of the world's wealth is sitting there, and 95% of the population is sitting there. So you can imagine the scarcity mentality that those people who are sitting there has, and it actually makes sense that they do, because they're only sharing 5% of wealth, while 95% of the population is sitting in there. As a Billion Club, we want to move you to the right, to the business owner and investor. Not only business owner, but both business owner and investor. We've got a couple of programs that we've put together that ensure that you will get to this if you stick to the program. So if you're a business owner, you own a system, right? And you use the principle of leverage, whether you're leveraging other people's time, other people's talents, other people's brains, other people's mouths, like you guys are using me right now, other people's money, banks' money, all of that stuff. That is leverage. That enables you to do much more than you can do on your own. And those are the kinds of projects that we are bringing your way to ensure that you're actually able to make a lot more money than you need to use. So that once you've made more money than you need to use on a regular basis, you can take it down to being an investor. Because when you're an investor, now your money is working for you and it's creating more money. So that is the idea with the Billion Club. As you can see, on the right-hand side, it's land of abundance. There's a lot more, because you only have 5% of the population sharing 95% of the world's wealth. And that is exactly where we are trying to get you to, guys. So this just covers exactly what I was saying earlier on. But the most important thing here is that we want to move you to the right-hand side of the quadrants in the shortest possible time and in a sustainable manner. We don't want things that come here today and then they are gone tomorrow. So we're dealing with legitimate companies, legitimate projects with that are existing legally in their jurisdiction, their home jurisdiction, as well as in South Africa. We're using the leverage principles of finance and network marketing in our club. We've got a couple of objectives in the program, and our objectives are not only about making money, but they're about you as a person growing to be the person that you were born to be. So it's not about only creating multiple streams of income, as we said there and on top, but it's also about elevating your lifestyle and ensuring that you are developed personally, you are given education and training, you are given access and exposure, which makes you grow as a person, so that when you get to the millions that you're going to get to eventually in the program, you can handle the money. Making money is not the most important thing or the most difficult thing. It's keeping the money that is the most difficult thing. Because once you have the money, you need to know what to do with it in order for you to be able to grow it sustainably. So, what are our foundation principles? What are we about? Okay, so the biggest principle that we have is that if you want to, you only park money once. So a person can recommit to the program as many times as they want to. They can commit to the program with as much as they want to, but we are looking at the masses here. We're looking to accommodate a lot more people than ordinarily these programs were able to accommodate, because they are quite expensive, but also they make a boatload of money. So you part with money once. That is the intention. And here, our basis is on 12,500 rands. It's 12,000 rands, but it's 12,500 rands, including admin fee. And if you're a VIP member for our club, it's 15,000 rands for VIP, including admin. So you participate as both a business owner and an investor. Or if you just want to be an investor, you've got that option as well. But you will know that you will not create multiple streams of income if you're just an investor. So it's advisable that you are a business owner and an investor, and our formula is very easy for anyone to be a business owner. The intention is to build a strong foundation for approximately 18 to 24 months, so we're not a get-rich-quick scheme. We want to create, through our program, we create 4 solid income streams, 1 in US dollars, 2 in euros, and 1 in rand. We create 2 solid investment portfolios, and through our program, you have access to discounted travel, to discounted insurance, leisure products, dining and entertainment. Remember, we said to you it's about access and about exposure. And we are asking you to partially delay financial gratification for 18 to 24 months. So here, the operative word is partially. There are big amounts that we are waiting for in our program in the next 18 months or so. But in the meantime, there's a lot more opportunity to make money while you're waiting for the big payout. So there is no reason for you to fold your hands for the next 18 months and just wait until your investments or the money that you're waiting for is accessible. I'm going to run through our projects. Today we're only going to focus on Project 1 and Project 4. Project 2 and Project 3 will come in later in the program. We'll just give you a snapshot of what they're about. But Project 1 is our cryptocurrency project and it's our NCAP project. Project 4 is our lifestyle membership project. I'm not going to talk much about it because there is somebody who's going to be presenting that project. We are launching it today. So I'm not going to talk much about it. But I will dwell a bit more, spend a bit more time on our cryptocurrency project. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, it's a virtual currency, it's an online currency. Cryptocurrency is basically taking the world of finance by storm. It is the next big thing that is happening in the world of finance. It's really evolution of money. If you think about it, before we used to barter with each other in the olden days. Then after that, we used to use gold coins and silver coins to purchase things. After that, we started having fiat money or print money, which is currently called fiat money. At some stage, it was backed by gold, but it's no longer backed by gold, so it's just money being printed by banks. The value of it has gone down by more than 95%. The value of the strongest of these fiat currencies, the dollar, has gone down by more than 95% over the past, I think, 50 years or so. So these currencies, they lose value over time because of inflation. Right, and after the fiat currencies, we started using plastic money, which is your debit cards, your check cards, your credit cards. There's money in those cards, or there's value in those cards, depending on the money in the bank sitting in the bank. But we are not carrying a lot of money around in our pockets anymore. We don't need to do that because we can swipe, we can withdraw, we can do all of that. We can use plastic money, and oftentimes we use this online, and we're able to purchase something that is in the US, and the transaction is able to go through immediately. So really, cryptocurrency or virtual currency is just a continuation of that journey. Obviously, it's new and people are skeptical, but lucky for us, we've got the story of the Bitcoin, which is a 7-year-old story, which started in 2009 after the global financial crisis, where people lost a lot of money through banks. Some of the banks disappeared off the face of the earth that existed for generations and generations. So some clever people said, what do we do to ensure that we protect our wealth the next time there's a global financial crisis? Because there's been a couple of global financial crisis in the past. There's been a couple of recessions, and there will be more in the future. So you need to take action today to ensure that whatever wealth you build, it is protected. So your money must not only be in the form of cash, it must be sitting in assets like gold, like silver, like cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin in 2009 was 10 US cents. And today it's about 780 US dollars. 10 US cents in 2009. So that is about 1 Rand 30. So a coin, in a Bitcoin in 2009 when it was launched, it was about 1 Rand 30. Today it's sitting at about 10,000 Rand. So imagine if you put in a couple of 100 or 1,000 Rands at that time, how much money you'd be sitting at today when one Bitcoin has moved from 1 Rand 50 to about 10,000 Rand. Unfortunately, a lot of us did not know anything about Bitcoin in 2009. Nkosi, actually, our leader in our cryptocurrency project #1, she says that she heard about this Bitcoin and she Googled it and everybody was saying it's a scam and she didn't put any money in it. By the time she realized it's not a scam, the price was gone up to $300, $400, $500. At some stage last year in November, it touched the $1,100 mark. So what I'm trying to show you here is that we missed a huge opportunity in owning Bitcoin. We can still buy Bitcoin now, but it's 780 US dollars. And, you know, one coin for 780 US dollars is quite steep for the ordinary person. So this lady called Dr. Ruja Ignatova, who is the founder of our cryptocurrency project, OneCoin. She was consulting with the likes of McKinsey, which is one of the biggest consulting firms in the world, even bigger than your Big Four, your Ernst & Young and Deloitte and those companies. And she was consulting in cryptocurrency in 2010. She started hearing about this Bitcoin. She was just as skeptical as everybody else, and she didn't believe that it would gain value and it would the traction that it took. But after a while, she realized that, you know what, she's missing the boat. She better get on this boat or she's going to miss out. And she made it a business to study the cryptocurrency and realized there's a lot of other cryptocurrencies that have been formed and that are around, but none of them has had the same traction as the Bitcoin. So what she did, she studied the Bitcoin. She studied the strengths and the weaknesses of the Bitcoin. And she realized there's an opportunity to start a coin. Dr. Ruja Ignatova made it a business to study the Bitcoin and study the weaknesses and the strength of the Bitcoin, and decided that she's going to form her coin, which is now called OneCoin. This was now in 2014 when this was finally launched. And the reason why she formed the OneCoin is so that whatever mistakes were made by the pioneer, which is the Bitcoin, will be dealt with OneCoin. So just a couple of differences between OneCoin and Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently publicly available. OneCoin is not yet publicly available. So we are at a stage almost like what is called private placement in the investment banking world, where people, based on word of mouth only, are able to get into the opportunity before it's taken public. Once it's taken public, it's free for all. Anybody and everybody can get involved in OneCoin. But Dr. Ruja's vision was that she would get to the ordinary people first and would give the ordinary people an opportunity to participate in this cryptocurrency world before it goes public and it can be moved and masked by markets. So that by the time it goes to public, a lot of ordinary people would be owning these coins and would have the muscle that they wouldn't ordinarily have to be able to sell these coins to people who are investors at obviously a premium. So OneCoin was formed, and you were able to buy packages, educational packages on OneCoin, individual packages, and these give you what is called free tokens. Tokens are really your tools that you use to produce OneCoins, and the process is called mining. So you get these free tools called tokens, and you take them to mining at a click of a button, so you don't have to be an IT guru. At a click of a button, you're able to take your coins to mining. Less than 10 minutes later, they are back from mining because we've got a very fast blockchain that we use in OneCoin, and you're able to see your coins sitting on your dashboard. They will be escrowed initially for a couple of months, 2 to 3 months, but after that you have your coins, you're able to exchange them in a limited way though, until the company goes public. So you're able, so if you guys remember, you may or may not remember, the BE schemes in South Africa. MTN was called Putumanati, Vodacom was called something else, I can't remember. African Bank was called Tunisa. All of these schemes allowed previously disadvantaged people, this is now the ordinary person in OneCoin, previously disadvantaged people to buy shares in MTN or to buy shares in Telkom or to buy shares in Vodacom or to buy shares in African Bank. And what it said is that you will buy these shares at a discount, they will be subsidized. You need to wait until your shares grow in value. So for the next 3 years, you will not be allowed to sell your shares on the stock exchange like a normal MTN share. You can, however, sell to each other. So you can practice trading, selling and buying from each other. And after a 3-year period, once your share has reached a particular value, you will be able to merge onto the normal stock exchange, and you can be able to sell your shares just like any MTN shareholder, and you can be able to sell all your shares like everybody else. It's exactly the same situation that we are in currently with OneCoin. It's a private placement. It's a situation where it says, by word of mouth, you will get an invite to join OneCoin or to participate in OneCoin as a miner. You'll be given free tokens, and you'll be able to own coin before the public can own coins. In 2018, we're expecting the company will go public, and you'll be able to see a surge in the price of your coin, which is the basis of our program. Okay, not going to dwell much on the gold savings program, which will come afterwards. You'll see in the story, in the journey. The third one as well, I'm not going to dwell much on because you'll see it's going to come in the journey as well. It's a luxury lifestyle membership program, but the key to this program is the personal development program that is part of this program. Project 4, we are going to talk about, somebody else will be presenting it later on, so I'm not going to dwell much on that. What we require from you very quickly, if you decide to join us as the members, commitment to sticking to the program, because we've really cracked our skulls and we've really spent sleepless nights working on this program to ensure that you leverage as much as possible. You must be sick and tired of your current situation of lack, and you must be open-minded. Like I said to you, Gosi said that when she first heard about the Bitcoin, she went to Google it, and she found that it said it's a scam. And she decided to believe those naysayers, unfortunately, and didn't believe people with experience, and she lost out on the Bitcoin. And I think so did a lot of us. So here you've got to be open-minded, because you're going to go Google OneCoin, you're going to get 50% good news and legitimate news, and 50% crap on Google. And any other project that we come across, you may find the same thing. You must be committed to improving your life and that of your fellow man. This is not the kind of project where you can be selfish and you can be making money. You're going to make a little bit of money if you're selfish, but you're not going to make the mega millions. You must get at least 2, there's no maximum, 2 people to duplicate you if you want to be both investor and business owner. Remember, we said you've got an option. You can just be an investor. Don't tell anybody. Keep it to yourself and just invest the money yourself. Initially, you're going to be a miner, and then you're going to end up being an investor once the company goes public. But we would urge you to be a business person, because just by referring 2 people into the program, there's amazing results that you can get. Obviously, a lot of us are not referring 2 people, we're referring 20, 100, 1,000. You don't stop talking about this program once you understand it. You must agree to the club vision, mission, and code of conduct. This you will get in the form that you will get from the person who sent you onto this webinar. And one of the questions there is that by clicking submit on this form, agreeing to the club vision, mission, and code of conduct, there's a link then that takes you to that. So now let's talk about the money, and we have to do this disclaimer. The disclaimer says, please note that all projections on this document, including timeframes and return projections, are only estimations. We cannot emphasize this enough, guys. We are only putting rand terms here so that you can understand better. Otherwise, we're supposed to be just talking about core. But we will do it, and we will tell you what the assumptions are, so that when things change, you know that the numbers will change because the assumptions or the factors would have changed. Currently, the OneCoin value, the value of one coin, of a coin, is 7.85 euros per coin. The mining difficulty at the time of commitment is 79 tokens per coin. So what it means is that in order to get one coin, you need to have 79 tokens. Your tokens are your tools. So if you've got 79 tokens, you send them to mining, you'll come back with one coin. The Rand-Euro exchange rate that we have used is 15.5. It's not necessarily the current one, but it's hovering around that. So that's what we've used throughout this presentation. And what we're assuming is that the coin value will increase between the cycles at 22%. Now, to give you a perspective, every cycle that we are going to be talking about here is a year. 12-month cycles that we're presenting in here. We're being extremely conservative, guys. We'd rather under-promise and over-deliver. Over the past year, the coin has been increasing by about 11% every 2 months. Here we are saying that it's going to increase by 11% every 6 months, 22% a year. We understand that that's what we're saying. We'd rather be conservative. So, the action plan. As you can see here, it says with the December promotion. Once the promotion is over, your results in terms of the number of coins you have will be less. You will still be able to go into the journey, but you will have less coins because that December promotion will have run out, and that December promotion, Project 4 guys who are going to be presenting to you will tell you about it. So you commit 12,000 rands to 15,000 rands. This is supposed to be 12,500 rands to 15,000 rands to the Billion Club. Of that amount, 1,200 rands or 3,500 rands will be committed to Project 4, and the balance will be committed to shared participation of Project 1, the cryptocurrency project. And then we say, okay, after that, that money works for you underground until the company goes public. OneCoin, our Anchor project, goes public in 2018. Now we're expecting this to be happening in the second quarter of 2018 or the third quarter of 2018. We're not quite sure at this moment in time, as we said, estimations, but in 2018. Dr. Runja Ignatova, the CEO, the group CEO of OneCoin, has said categorically that the coin will be at least 25 euros by the end of next year. But we are saying that it's still going to be 25 euros in 2018. We want to be conservative. So you will, through this project and through this participation, you will end up with 1,814 coins, which will give you approximately 700,000 rands from Project 1. Now remember, we're using Project 1 as our cash cow. And we're saying from that 703,000 rands approximately, we would like you to commit 53,000 rands to Project 2 for the whole 12 months. Commit 66,000 rands to Project 3 for an entire 12 months, and commit 7,000 rands to Project 4 for an entire 12 months. And the approximate coins balance after that would be about 576,000 rands. What we're saying to you is that if you do need to use money, do not withdraw all your coins, because remember, these coins are still going. Just look at the Bitcoin. It's currently $780 US. We're talking about 25 euro here. And one coin is already a stronger currency, cryptocurrency, than the Bitcoin. So it's highly likely to exceed the value of the Bitcoin. But OneCoin people are saying that it's likely to stabilize at about 300 euros, 400 euros. So why would you want to sell all your coins at 25 euros when you know that they are going to 100 euros, to 200 euros, 300 euros, 400 euros, or even 1,000? We don't know that. But even if they're just going to 100 euros, why would you want to sell all your coins at 25 euros? So what we're saying here is that if you have to withdraw your coins, don't withdraw all of them. Just withdraw half. So take 288,000 rands worth of coins for personal use and leave a balance of 288,000 coins. Okay. But at that very same time, you remember now you've planted money in Project 2 and Project 3. If you have done what we asked you to do and brought 2 personals into the program, those 2 personals are going to do exactly as you are doing, because they will have coins to start the project with as well. So monkey see, monkey do. Everything that everybody does, everything that number 1 does, everybody will do in the project. Through Projects 2 and 3, you've got a potential annual income, if you follow the plan, of 1.7 million rands over 12 months. And this is assuming that every month you would have been withdrawing 50% of your monthly drawdown, of your monthly income. So actually what we're saying is that you would have made 3.4 million rand on project 2 and 3 combined, and we are assuming that you would have spent 1.7 million rand to live on over that 12-month period. So you would now be left, you would carry over 1.7 million rand plus minus. Obviously, this is working as though it's a perfect world. It's assuming 2 refers, 2 refers, 2 refers, 2 refers 2. You know in the real world that 2 will refer 5, 1 of those will refer nobody, 2 of those will refer 1, 1 of those will refer 2. So obviously, this is just to give you an idea of the potential. Okay, project 4, potential annual income. Project 4 is a very easy project. It's a very, I don't want to say cheap, it's a very affordable project, not only to be a member of, but also to make money from. It's a very easy project. You will hear from the presentation. So in order for project 4 to give you, what is the word I'm looking for? To give you meaningful income, you wanna refer 5 to 10 personals. Every person must refer 5 to 10 personals. Now we've got people in this room who've got 100 personals, you know, and they haven't done with project 4. They've done it with much more difficult projects. So project 4 is a no-brainer, guys. 5 to 10 personals will give you 5 personals will give you 78,000 rands on the standard membership and 157,000 rands on the VIP membership every 6 months. Or if you're doing 10, it grows exponentially. 10, if you do 10 and your team does 10 and continuously does that, then you will make potentially 1.1 million rand every 6 months, or 2.2 million rand in the VIP project. So 1.1 million rand in the standard membership and 2.2 million rand in the VIP membership every 6 months, which is about 4.4 million rand then annually. If you stick to only the 2 personals, you will just cover your cost of membership. So it's like you will have a free membership. Your 2 personals, who will refer 2 personals, will cover just the cost of your membership. Cycle 3, this is assuming it's a year later, and it's assuming that the coin price is only 50 euros. It's highly unlikely to be 50 euros in 2019, but we'll stick to being conservative and we'll keep it at 50 euros. Remember, from project 2 and 3, you carried over 1.7 million rand in the previous year. So from that so now we're saying don't touch your coins. You're making enough money, you don't have to touch your coins. From the 1.7 million rand that you've made from projects 2 and 3, commit 33,000 rands to project 2, because now this is a recommitment, again for a year. Commit again 40,000 rands to project 3, recommitment a year. Commit 7,000 rands to project 4, it's a recommitment for a year. From that 1.7 million, you have, let me just tell you now, 8, 10 times 2, you have 1.6 million left after committing to those 3 projects. And what we're saying is that if you have to take some money, take half of it and use it, and then you reinvest the 810,000. Now, we don't have all the projects that we will ever have in this program. At that time, we would be able to give you options about putting your 810,000 rands in other investment. Now, remember, we are not saying we've created multiple streams of income. The B, the top right-hand quadrant. We want to move a lot of money down to the I, to the investment part. So there we'll give you options, and we'll give you options and historical performances of investment options that could double your money in a year, or get 50% return of your money in a year. You'll be able at that time. We don't have to overload you with information at this time, but at that time we'll be able to give you options. If you don't like those options, you can take your money to the bank, withdraw it back as 800,000 rands after 1 year, because they will charge you for that, but that's up to you. At that stage, your coins balance is 576,000 rands plus minus. Okay, I'm not going to repeat the story of projects 2 and 3 and the projects 4, it's exactly the same story. However, in projects 2 and 3, because the team has grown, your potential income is 9.4 million as opposed to 1.7 million in the first 12 months. Remember, this grows exponentially. So that is what you're going to carry over into cycle 4, which is in year 2020, year number 3. At that time, we're assuming the coin is only 100 euros, which is highly unlikely. Again, as you can see, you carried over 9.4 million rands from project 2 and 3. And again, you're committing 33,000 rands only to project 2 for the entire year. Commit 40,000 rands only to project 3 for the entire year. Commit only 7,000 rands to project 4 for the entire year. And you've got 9.2 million rand left. And we are saying to you, take 4.6 million rand and go and reinvest 4.6 million rand. And the balance of your coins at that time will be 1.1 million rand. Same story with projects 2 and 3. And here we've stopped growing projects 2 and 3 because we're just assuming that, you could have some attrition and the team, as it is growing to new people, but there's also some people who are getting out. We can't keep everybody. This journey is not for everybody. So we'll keep it at 9.4 million. We're not going to let the team grow at that stage. It's just an assumption. We're just being conservative again, and we say the team is not going to grow. You only make 9.4 million rands over 12 months. Project 4 story is the same. So you recycle this, and I could go on until the coin price is 400 euros, but I'm not going to do that. I think you get the idea. How do you get started? You complete a membership form. We'll give you a link. So whoever brought you here will give you a link. You will deposit 12,500 rands or 15,000 rands for VIP membership to the Berlin Infinity Club account. It includes a once-off admin fee. We are not forcing you, but we implore you to attend our once-a-month Berlin Club presentation and trainings. They are highly likely to be twice a month from February next year, once everybody's come back on holiday, because we find that we take a lot of time, to do the full presentation and trainings and all of that. So we'd like to alternate it, and we'll have presentations in 1 week. The following week we'll have trainings, so that members are able to understand exactly how to get into their back offices and how to navigate that space and how to get their commissions, withdraw their commissions, and all of those things. It's quite a lot of projects that we're dealing with. We would ask you to attend all the events and trainings we recommend. We don't recreate the wheel, guys. Some of the programs that we're in are the best in the world in terms of personal development. We're not going to recreate the wheel. We are just going to steer you in the right direction so that you can go and listen to people who've made millions and millions and millions of dollars and who have started from nowhere. A lot of people started as being domestic workers, and they're now today multimillionaires. They were bus drivers, they're multimillionaires today. And other people were living normal lives, but they decided to go and look for more. So there's lots of stories that you hear in those trainings, and they give you the confidence and also the feeling to know exactly what you're in, and that you are actually in legitimate businesses that have got international footprint, billion-dollar businesses. So we will steer you in the right direction in terms of trainings. We will promote these trainings during our Saturday presentations and trainings, and then you'll be able to get a bit more information about them, the prices. But guys, I can tell you, the best thing that you can do to yourself is to empty your pocket into your head or into your brain, because then your brain will fill your pocket. If you do not have 12,000 rands to 15,000 rands, we've got other options. So we've got a 3,500 rands option, a 6,500 rands option, and 9,500 rands option. If you're looking for VIP, there's a 6,000 rands option for VIP, 9,000 rands, and 12,000 rands. Those options all put you in the same starting point in 2018 as everyone else. However, you will only have less coins than everybody else. So somebody who participated with 12,000 rands and somebody who participated with 2,500 rands, there's going to be a difference, quite a bit, in terms of the coins that they own. So that investment part, post 2018, you'll be starting off a lower base than anybody else if you are a 3,500 rands participant, but it will still be better than not having done it at all. Here, the same story. You complete the same membership form. You deposit all these amounts. You'll have a copy of the presentation so that you can understand the exact amounts. So the last slide I'm going to do just tells you how our program is going to give you the leverage that you need in order to be able to form a very strong foundation in order to be able to get into other projects. If you go and buy a package at OneCoin only for yourself, the 3,500 Rand package is called a starter package, and it will give you 20 coins, plus minus. If you go through our program and you spend 3,500 Rands, you will end up with 752 coins as opposed to 20 coins. Over and above that, you will end up with a free Project 4 startup, which has a potential of giving you 156,000 Rands to 4.4 million Rands annually. And you will have access to Projects 2 and 3, which has got a 9 million Rand per annum earning potential. So, on the left, 20 coins. On the right, 752 coins, plus, 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 plus. There is no option for 6,500 Rands in OneCoin. There isn't a package like that. There's no option for 9,500 Rands in OneCoin. There isn't a package like that. The next package is the 12,500 Rands package, which is called a trader package. With a trader package, you will end up with 120 coins versus 1,104 coins in our program, and Project 4 free startup with a potential of up to 4.4 million Rand annual income, as well as access to Project 2 and 3 with potential of 9 million Rands per annum earning potential. So for me, it's a no-brainer, but it's always good for people to see their options and make an informed decision. The only downside to participating in the way that we are doing it with combos, which bring back a higher return than individual packages, is that you will not have a funded account. You will have an account with your name. You will be able to access the back office. You'll be able to access the academy where you learn about cryptocurrency and investing and finance and all of that. But there will not be coins in your back office because those coins are shared in a combo. And only once the company goes public and we are able to exchange freely without any limitations, you will be able to get your coins. It's very important that you understand this so that you don't come back to us 6 months later and say, I thought you guys said that the coins are back. I don't see anything in my back office. There will not be anything in your back office because you don't have your own coins. You have shared them in a combo. Of course, there's nothing stopping you from doing both. You can do both. You can participate in a combo to maximize your return, and then you can maybe buy a small package of 3,500 Rands or 12,500 Rands so that you've got coins and you're able to practice mining and do those things and exchange and all of that while you're waiting for your Bitcoins. And that took 20 minutes less than usual. Alan?
Yes.
Nkosi will be very proud. I took 20 minutes less than usual. I think I deserve a hand. Thanks, guys.
So I just want to go back to this price graph and show you exactly what's happened to the price of the OneCoin since inception from January 2015 till to date. So as you can see at the bottom of the screen here, in January 2015, the price of the OneCoin launched at 0.05 euro cents. And over the last couple of months, 23 odd months, the price today is €7.85. That's a 1,470% increase in the price of the coin over a very, very short period of time. You know, what we're looking at is we're looking at the value of the coin in the next 3, 5, 10 years. Okay, this is an absolute gold mine. This is a cash printing machine. So this graph was given to us by OneCoin, and this was basically a graph depicting what the price would look like of the price of the coin between July 2017 or July 2018 or roundabout in that time frame. So as you can see, the price curve, we're about over here, which is about 23 months, which we're on track to hit the trajectory of our optimistic scenario of 100 euros, okay, per coin. Okay, now imagine if you had 10,000 coins. okay, or 100,000 coins, like how wealthy would you be? So do you want to be a millionaire and a billionaire? Absolutely. You've come to the right place at the right time. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to partner with everybody, get everybody into a group purchase and purchase one of these combo packages together, which is absolutely going to be fabulous and fantastic. So I did a search on the internet and I was looking for what the price of the one coin of what Bitcoin would be in the next 10 years. So there was an interview between the Wall Street Journal and the CEO of a very, very popular Bitcoin e-wallet called Zappo. And the lady at the end of the interview said to the CEO, "What do you predict the price of Bitcoin to be in the next 10 years?" And without hesitation, he said between $500,000 and $1 million a coin. The price of Bitcoin at the moment, as Nkuli said, is 10,000 Rand. So there's huge value to extract out of the coin. But what the comparison is here is that we're the biggest cryptocurrency in the world. We've got 14 million members pushing the price of the coin, and we haven't even started yet. So there's huge potential for the price of the one coin to just skyrocket. I mean, if we're the biggest cryptocurrency in the world, what do you think the price of one coin is going to be in 10 years if the prediction for Bitcoin is going to be $1 million? I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. So to me, what is the risk? The risk is not getting involved. This is an absolute no-brainer, everybody. I don't know what you're waiting for, but let's get involved. So now I want to discuss with you the business side of the of OneCoin. So this is based on a referral marketing strategy called network marketing. Now, before you jump off the webinar, let me explain to you what my rendition is of network marketing and how I see it. So in a traditional business, would it make sense for you to have a representative selling your product? Absolutely. Now, would it make sense for you to have like 5 or 10 representatives? Definitely. But how big of a company do you need to be to afford those sort of representatives? There's lots of barriers to entry. Okay, so imagine what your company would look like if you had 100 reps, 1,000 reps, 10,000 reps, or 100,000 reps. And now, as I said, in a traditional business, that is extremely, extremely difficult to do because of the barrier to entry, which is PAYE, UIF, salaries, vehicle costs, medical aid, staff bunking, not producing. You've still got to pay those bills. So you've got to have quite a lot of systems, managers in place, managing those reps, managers managing the managers. So there's lots of barriers to entries and it's very difficult to do. Now, in a network marketing model, this is very, very simple and easy to do, because all they need to do is just get up and promote the product. Okay, they just plug into a very simple system. They get up in the morning and they go. And that is one of the reasons why the big names of today are very much advocating and involved in network marketing. Big names such as Richard Branson, Bill Gates, Robert Kiyosaki, this guy over here, Warren Buffett, the biggest investor of all time. Robert Kiyosaki is the most famous financial author of all time. He has sold more financial books than anybody on earth, and he advocates network marketing. Him and Donald Trump wrote a book, Why We Recommend Network Marketing, which I highly recommend. Why you go and buy that book and go and check it out. And I mean, there was an interview between David Letterman and Donald Trump, and the question was, what would you do if you lost everything and had to start over from scratch? This is what David Letterman said to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump replies, I would get a good network marketing company and get to work. The audience starts laughing and booing, and Donald says, that's why I'm sitting up here and you're all sitting down there. Now, all of these entrepreneurs have multiple network marketing companies. Okay, Warren Buffett has, I think, 3. Donald Trump has 2. And I'm not sure how many Robert Kiyosaki has, but I know that he does have network marketing companies, which is absolutely fabulous for our industry. So I did a search. I went to this website called businessforhome.org, and I wanted to see who the top income earners were and from what companies they came from, because I mean, you need to be joining a company that has a reputation and where people are making money. So I mean, a lot of you aren't making money. You're the ones that are in network marketing, and that's because you're selling lotions and potions, powders and pills, shakes and bakes, and they're very low ticket items. And that's why a lot of you aren't making commissions. So normally the commissions are between 10%, 15%. So I mean, if you're selling like pills for 100 Rand or 200 Rand, you're only making 10 to 20 Rand. So for you to make like lots of money, you need to sell bucket loads of product for you to make a substantial income. And that's why you're not making money. So with us, in our company, in OneCoin, we're selling very high ticket educational packages. Okay, some of our educational packages cost 1 million Rand, 2 million Rand. I mean, you get 10% of that, you're going to make 100,000, 200,000 Rand, okay, as a once-off commission. And then obviously there's network bonuses as well, overriding bonuses, matching bonuses that you get from your team's production, which goes from 10% up to 25%. 4 generations deep. I'm not going to get into the compensation plan, but I think you can start understanding why we're so excited about the compensation plan. So I went on to this website, businessforhome.org, and I wanted to see who the top income earners are. And as you can see, 6 out of the top 10 income earners come from a 23-month-old company called OneCoin, which is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, there's something's happening in the industry. You have to admit this. The industry in network marketing is changing. Obviously, I mean, the commissions that you can make from OneCoin are incredibly high, and that's why a lot of the top income earners from other companies have joined OneCoin because of this amazing opportunity. So I mean, the top income earner over here is Juha Pralya, okay, and he makes $4.8 million per month. That's 65 million Rand per month. That's 720 million Rand per year. Do you want to be a billionaire? Okay, he's going to make 700 million Rand this year. He's going to make probably $1 billion Rand next year. And this company is going to go on for, a long time. This is not a company that has got a short-term vision. Okay, I mean, check at this. Number 2, in Steinkeller Brothers, making $2.5 million per month. Okay, so they say that if all the top income earners actually had to declare their income to businessforhome.org, we would hold all 100 spots. Now, this is not a website that you can go on and you can just list your income. You've got to submit your income to businessforhome.org. They vet your income, then they list you on this website. This is a very credible website, a very great source to get information on what's happening on the industry. So I just want to explain to you how our compensation plan works. Our compensation plan is based on a binary system. The network bonus is based on a binary system. You build only 2 teams. As you can see, you have a left team and a right team. Most compensation plans are very much different to this. You have to build many teams, and it's very, very difficult to do that. Here, you only need to build 2 teams. So this is you at the top. You introduce your friend A in your left team. A also has a left team and a right team. Everybody has a left team and a right team. A introduces his friend B in his left team. Can you see that B is also in your left team? There's a common team here. All the work that B does, A and you will benefit financially from all the work that B does. And that's incredible. B now introduces C in B's left team. Can you see that C, B, and A are now in your left team? All the work that C, B, and A do, you will benefit financially forever. An amazing, lucrative, sustainable business model. So here's the opportunity. This is the person that's invited you to see this opportunity tonight. They've also got a left team and a right team. They've got a huge list of people that they want to see. They're very excited about this opportunity. and they start phoning people on the list. The first person was you. You've now seen the opportunity. You need to think about it. We're going to put you in the corner where you can think about this as long as you need. No pressure. We're not going to hard sell you. That's not what we're doing here. Your friend goes out and goes onto his list and starts phoning people on his list. The next person on his list is Bruce. Bruce understands the opportunity of the education and mining coins, loves the fact that the coin is going to increase in value over a period of time. He doesn't want to build the business. He just wants to travel and have fun and watch his coins grow in value. Your friend goes onto his list again, speaks to the next person on his list. That person is Rick. Rick, as you can see, is a natural-born salesperson. He's got a phone stapled to his ear. He turns into a superstar and puts 300 people in the team. Can you now see that all these 300 people are also in Bruce's team? Do you think Bruce is going to get activated and excited because now all these commissions travel upwards are now locked, okay, in place for Bruce, and he can now start reaping the rewards of all of Rick's work. Your friend then goes out, goes and speaks to some more people, puts them on his right team, and puts 200 people in his right team. Now, at this point in time, your friend's life has changed 100% because all these people, the 500 people in the team, have obviously joined the super combo or the combos that we've developed with Nkuli and Nkosi. Okay, and when those people start upgrading, all the commissions go upstream to your friend. Okay, so your friend's life is going to change considerably because of the value and the size of the packages that we're buying for everybody due to the combo. So you'll probably see your friend on Facebook, flaunting his new goodies, his Ferrari, his Lamborghini, maybe his Aston Martin. He's bought a new house, he's living at the coast, he's bought a Rolex, and all these pictures are going on Facebook, and you phone up your friend and say, hey, what's going on? Well, your friend turns around to you and says, well, I told you what I was doing 6 months ago, a year ago. Maybe 2 years ago, you said you needed to consider it and think about it, and that's fine. We've left you to think about it. In the meantime, I've got to work, and I've built myself an income where I don't have to really worry about money anymore because I've got annuity income coming in from this amazing concept called OneCoin. You then say, I've decided, put me in, but I want Bruce's position right at the top. Unfortunately, Bruce's position is taken by Bruce. So where are you going? Where are you joining? You're joining over here, which means that you are in these people's teams. And all the work that you do will benefit all these people. Instead of you making the wise decision today to join in Bruce's position, you see, your friend is going to put these people in the team anyway, and they're going to go into your team. So while you're thinking about it and considering, what you need to do is you need to take a free position. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no commitment. All you need to do is just say yes, we'll put you in the team, okay, and you can start like going onto the website, gives you, once you say yes and we put you in, obviously it means that you've got a username and a password, and you can start checking out the back office of OneCoin and go decide whether this is an opportunity that you want to take seriously. Okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to be Bruce or do you want to be the guy at the bottom? Okay, obviously you want to be Bruce where you benefit from everybody. That's just the right thing. Okay, so here's what Richard Branson has to say. He says, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, just say yes, then learn how to do it later. Guys, this is the time to have an abundance mentality, not a lack mentality, and there's an acronym for it. It's called POOR. It's called passing over opportunities repeatedly. This is not one of those times. This is the time to say yes, get involved. We're going to teach you how to do this. We've got the magic pill. We know how to build teams. We've been in network marketing for the last 5 years. We've built teams of over 25,000 people and growing exponentially. and we're going to do the same in OneCoin with you. We're going to help you to build this, but we're going to assist you and help you to build a team and a business and an income that is going to supersede anything you've seen in your life. And we're going to have more income, top income earners in our team than anywhere else on the planet because of what Nkuli and Nkosi have created for you. So that's the end of this presentation, and we're now going to be launching Project 4, so just stay tuned. We're going to make another video of Project 4, which we're going to send everybody the link for Project 4. Now, please remember that there is a special offer for Project 4 only for the first 500 people. Okay, and it goes like this. So for the first 500 people that join Project 4, we're going to give you, okay, well, what's going to happen is that the owners of Project 4 are going to buy a combo from all the proceeds they receive from the first 500 people. Okay, and from that package is going to produce enough coins to give all those 500 people 1,300 coins for free. That's what you're going to receive, 1,300 free OneCoins. At the moment, the price of the coin is €7.85, which is approximately 10,000 euros worth of value. And if you times that by 15, it's 153,000 rands worth of value that you're going to get for free, okay, if you join Project 4. Now, I'm not quite interested in the 150,000 rand, or that's what I'm not interested in. I'm interested in the value of the coin, what it's going to be worth in, let's say, 3 years. So, you know, in Nkuli and of course, they're talking about OneCoin, they're talking about 100 euros. So you take your 1,300 and times it by 100, which is 130,000, okay, euros. And if you times that by 15, you get 2 million rand. So that's in the short term. But let's talk about what happens if the coin goes to, you know, 1,000 euros. And that's where I believe it's going to go. And that's going to be worth 1.3 million euros. And if you times that by 16, that's 20 million rand. And what happens if the coin goes to 10,000 euros? Okay, I'm not going to do the mathematics, but you know, it's obviously 200 million rand. So do you want to be a millionaire and a billionaire? Because this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Click on the link. Go and watch the webinar for Project 4. It's an absolute no-brainer. Everybody's going to get involved. And remember that the 1,300 coins are only for the first 500 people that join. So thanks very much for joining us today. And I'm looking forward to building an amazing business with you guys and getting very, very, very wealthy with you, traveling the world and having a good time. Please check the comment section of this under this video. I'm going to post a couple of training videos on how to invite people to see the opportunity. I'm going to put another video there. So the video is called Invite Like a Pro, and the other video is called Enroll 30 people in 30 days into your OneCoin business. And I'm sure that will help you to explode your team. If your team follow these basic principles, you'll definitely explode your team like we have.